Hi everyone, it's Tammy.
And this is Greg, and we are chock full of quarters.
I know you've all been waiting for a video, and I'm sorry, but it's Christmas, and we're just so busy with the magnets. So we're going to be talking about today. We're going to talk about October 2022. We're going to do gross net expenses, and we'll get into that in a minute. But there's something that we wanted to talk about first. So what we want to talk to you about real quick before we get into the video, Danny D'Angelo, the king of laundromats, who does the whole free laundromat, helps you get one, shows you through his course how to do this. He is having a round table summit in January 14th and 15th, I believe the dates are, in Las Vegas. And it's not just any one of his events. He's got people coming. He's got Lee and Luke
Williford.
Yep.
Keenan's going to be there.
Keenan's with.
Brandon from Investment Joy is going to be there.
Hot Dogging with Dan is going to be there.
I believe Hot Dogging with Dan.
The car wash guy.
Joe Dan Reed.
Yep. From Splash Mount Laundromat. Lots of YouTubers. Lots of people you've been watching online. They're going to be there, and you can pick their brains, get any information you want. I hear that Danny puts on a real good event. So down below in the description is a link. It'll take you to the site. It'll help, if you want to sign up to go to this event. And Greg and I would never tell you, and we don't talk about the gurus all that much. And there's a reason why, because it's a personal choice. Okay. The reason that we recommend Danny is because Danny helped us. He didn't help us get a laundromat, but we bought his DVD a couple years ago, and his DVD changed who we were as laundromat owners and showed us we knew we were doing it wrong. We just didn't know how to fix it. And that's how Danny helped us. Now, when it comes for us getting laundromat number 2, there will only be one call I'll make, and I will call Danny.
Absolutely. So if you're going to be in the area, or you want to make a special, if you can afford to make the special trip and go to Vegas and have a fun weekend and go to the Roundtable Summit, do it. If you can't, you'll also notice on the link we're going to put in, you can just buy the regular downloadable program to do a free laundry. That's how he does now. It's not on a DVD anymore. Yeah. At a minimum, if you're seriously thinking about getting in this industry,
it is probably the best investment you can do.
It's $300. If you can't invest $300, he won't even talk to you. I'll tell you that now.
Because he wants to see.
He wants to see you can commit to something.
Yep.
And
it's not even that. The information that he has. Greg, it was like that. We looked at each other. So we watched it through the first time. We looked at each other and we were like
we were idiots.
And then we watched it again, and we've watched it 3 times. And so if you are really getting ready to start your laundromat journey, I really believe that you need to start there. Okay. So again, if you can make it to his summit, get on the site, see if you can get a ticket, and go. I think it'll be absolutely worth the investment. So I wish we were going to be there. And I told Danny the other day, I'm like, maybe next time. But, we're sorry that we're going to miss everybody. And, we really hope that the people that are going are going to have a fabulous time and learn so much.
Yeah.
So links down the bottom. Also, we're not making a dime off of this. We're doing this because we believe in Danny. We believe that the information he has is going to help you. And I don't get to say that a lot about a lot of people. So go ahead and check it out.
Yeah.
So let's get back to, here we are. So if you notice in the back here, it's the laundromat. They're all little busy bees in there washing their clothes. It's a Sunday afternoon. And I just downloaded a small clip of what was going on. So it's probably going to loop through a couple times. So we're going to do, so let's start with this. Everybody has been asking, why can't we do a collection video?
Well, as you can see behind us, we now have customers in there all the time because we're now 24 hours. We don't want to do a collection video with customers in the background, figuring out what time we go down and all this other stuff. It's just easier for me to go at random times by myself and collect, and doing a video and having Tammy come with me to set everything up and what I'm going to say and tell you stories. It's just easier to do it like this than like the way we used to do it. Mm-hmm. We also don't count quarters anymore, and we'll explain why in a second, the way we used to. We'll get into that. So, anyway, let's start.
So we're just going to move back just a little bit because I am going to put the numbers right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we're talking, you're going to see them right here. Or that's where it should be. Okay. So let's get into this. Gross sales for October 2022, for the month of October, were $26,446. Now, our full year, our first full year of having the new equipment, Dexter Live, Laundry Boss, was in August. So I decided to just do October's numbers because we had a little bit more expenses in October, and then we'll talk about that in a second. So rent, our rent is $698.83. Now, we have triple net, which means we pay insurance, taxes, maintenance. Basically, the landlord's kind of like, don't call me, unless you're going to do something big. And then he just wants to know. So our triple net, we had to pay, we pay twice a year. March and October, we pay the property taxes. We have and you'll see the other maintenances in there. So taxes were $1,336.62. And that got paid in October. So
the main expenses that I deal with are the utilities. So
he pays them.
I pay the utilities.
He pays them.
I go online and pay them and all that. So go over those. Our gas bill is $1,733. Water bill was $1,642.50. And electric is $926.
Now, our electric bill has been coming down.
Yes.
Because back in
June, we had a new air conditioning put in. So over the summer, it helped because the old air conditioner was basically worthless. It was just run all the time and didn't cool anything. This one actually functions and works. But also, the old air conditioner had also a built-in heat pump, which is okay, but when it gets really cold, doesn't do a great job. This one is a gas heater. It's on natural gas. So there's a direct line from the main up to the unit. So when this thing heats, it really heats. So our electric is no longer too hot or too cold. It's always just right.
Yeah. Now, and our electric bill is coming down. And so, unfortunately, our gas just went up, and water has gone up, but it's kind of leveled out a little bit. And so how do I deal with these when it comes to inflation? So the only thing that I raise my prices on, because gas has gone up, I have raised my hot water and my warm water on my washers. That is it. I don't raise cold. I try to give my customers a good, the ability to wash their clothes in cold with the right detergent. It does just as good as hot. But if they want to pay for hot water or warm water, the prices will go up a little bit. Gas is going to go up again, I heard, next month. So I might have to raise another quarter on hot and warm. Insurance was $205. Our Dexter payment is $5,144. Now, if you're going to retool, I want you to, this is just a little side note, little tip. When you go to finance, whether it's with the company or with maybe Eastern Funding or the other companies, you need to have them, if you don't understand a commercial loan, you need to ask them to explain it to you like they're reading from the book for dummies. Because it's not fixed, okay? And so when prime goes up, when the prime interest rate goes up, your part of your payment goes up. So when we first started, our payment was under to about a couple hundred. It was like $4,800.
Yeah, it was obviously
And
less
so,
than this now.
so it does fluctuate. And again, if we go into a recession and interest rates come back down, so this will come back down also. So
The next ad thing is Google Ads. That is the only advertising we pay for. We have Google Ads and word of mouth. That's it. On Google Ads, we pay roughly, it's $303.87 a month.
it's about $10 a day.
So
I think
it works out to about $10 a day.
yeah.
And other people might tell you need to go with, Facebook or this or that. And we're not telling you not to. Those might work too. But we have done extremely well just with Google Ads.
Yeah.
Now, I will tell you, if you're thinking about buying a laundromat and you go with Google Ads, you have to look at the name of your laundromat. Because as you know, we've told you, our name of our laundromat is Riverside Coin Laundry. If you search us on Google, it is Riverside Coin Laundry Laundromat. You have to have that word in there.
If you're
important.
buying a laundromat and they already have a name and it's Coin Laundry, change the name, or change your name. Or if you want to, you really want to be with the word laundromat. People don't search Coin Laundry; they search laundromat. And I also have the word laundromat in some keywords, and it just doesn't seem to pick up as much as the word laundromat does. So, so if you're thinking about naming your place, make sure the word laundromat is in there. I would stay away from Coin Laundry.
Yes, that's extremely important.
So, before we retooled, I cleaned, Greg cleaned, our other girl cleaned, helped us, who cleaned. And when we retooled, I felt that it was time for us to get a professional. And we have a cleaning, well, it's not a whole crew, it's a lady that comes in once a day. And she does a really good job. And then on Sundays, Greg and I will go down and we'll just kind of pick up because it gets pretty messy down there. So we're paying $1,600 a month for that cleaning crew. And every penny of that is worth it. The window cleaner comes, $85. Our landscaper, he's been off sick. Supplies for the month, which is just paper towels, toilet paper, Windex,
cleaning supplies, stainless steel cleaner, basic stuff.
$95. Laundromat fees.
If you're going to have a system that takes a credit card, every business in the world that takes credit cards pays a credit card fee. Because Visa and MasterCard and American Express want to get paid too. So that's how they get paid.
Yeah. No, that's, and it's worth it because we're starting to grow. I mean, our usage on the mobile app is growing very slowly.
And that's one of the ways we can also give people incentives is we can, on the app, it allows you to give them, we offer a percentage back. On some apps it can,
do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want, but...
Cox cable, $155. Our cable is a little high right now. We're going to be switching here soon, but we need to have, because we're having data constantly uploaded, it's the Lorax, it's the
Dextra Live,
and Laundromat. So we made sure that we had a good system that was going to be able to handle all this data. We have a dumpster fee.
The convenience store next door has a dumpster. Now we do bring our trash out once a week. We have 2 cans that the city picks up. But we have so much trash because we're so busy that we were discussed getting a dumpster out back instead of trash. The fee was a little bit much. We talked to the guy that owns the store next door. He says he'll charge us $85 a month, and
he's got the room. And we now I don't have to put a pad in, build a fence around it, and all this other stuff. So we're good. So the total for expenses is $14,327 with a net of $12,119. We are netting over $12,000. Now, with that said, it's a lot. Like
when you say that, you're like, "Wow, that sounds like a lot of money."
It is. It's amazing what happens when you retool. And this number just cements for us that we did the right thing. And so let me tell you, so 2021, we did for the month of October, $17,434. We grossed that. That is up 51.7% from last October. That's
incredible.
It's incredible. And I didn't put a lot of effort into advertising. I just did the Googles. We didn't really do any promotions. We didn't do a lot of promotions this year. And I still, every day we pull up our numbers and it's like, oh my gosh. So, I do want to say though, when you see our numbers and you see other numbers from other laundromat owners online, please don't compare us. We might have our laundromat might be bigger. Their laundromat might be bigger. Their numbers are not our numbers, and our numbers are not their numbers. And my numbers will never be your numbers if you have a laundromat, or their numbers will never be your numbers, because and people think by doing this, like, oh, this is what a laundromat makes.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
You might not have as many machines or as many parking spaces as we do.
Or you might not have this. Your city isn't. I mean, we have a city of 100,000 people.
Yeah.
And there's also still 9 other laundromats in town. And we, if our city is a circle, we're down here in the corner, right on the edge of the circle, and people have to drive to us to find us.
Yeah.
And we're still doing this much money because why? We retooled.
And off the main road that they have to come on, we're a mile after they turn off that main road.
Yeah.
So we're not in a prime location in the dead center in the city.
So why has our business increased 51%? Why? Because we retooled. Mm-hmm. I changed how we did things. And how did I change things? We have Dexter Live, which means I can fix just about any problem with a machine from the comfort of my home. They don't have to wait for us. They don't have to, argue with us like, oh my God, this is broken. I can fix it. That's all they want. They just want the problem fixed, and they want to wash their clothes. That's all they want, and they want to do it now. And because of Dexter Live, it allows us to do this. Because of the cleaning crew, they do a really good job. My place is always clean. We now are giving them the things that you'll see.
We can take credit cards.
Yes, we can take credit cards.
I've talked to people who love that. They love it, and they didn't even know they were getting free our rewards program. I had to tell them about that. They were like, "Oh, great! That's even better incentive."
Yeah. So let me stop for one moment. If you've come this far, you might want to wait to the end of the video because we have something we want to show you. It's actually pretty exciting. We're excited, aren't we? Yeah, we're pretty excited. So, but again, these are our numbers. I'm probably not going to get to be able to do another one by the end of the year or after the end of the year because we've got a lot of stuff coming up next year. So I do want to kind of let you know. So I did a projection for 2022, a gross projection for the whole year. And it was $245,000. That was my projection. So I'm going to just show you where we are right now. And I'm going to put it right here. This is where we're at.
Yeah.
And
so, as you can see, we're already past our projection. And today is December 11th.
So we still have
the
rest of the month
19 days, 20 days
still to get through.
3 weeks.
So again, we're having a great year, and it's been fabulous.
Yeah.
We're just.
And ever in my wildest dreams did I think I would own a business that grossed over $250,000 in a year. Mm-hmm. If you had told me that even 5 years ago when I still owned the place, I'd have said you were friggin' crazy.
No way. There was no way.
Nuts.
There was no way that we were going to make that.
Even with a retool, there's no way we're going to get there. And,
the year that the one, it was 2017, I think it was. We had done. We had done like 92,000 in 2017, and we were just like, oh my gosh, look at how much money we did.
And before the retool, we were on average a week. Mm-hmm. We were right at around $1,700 a week.
Yeah.
If we had a great week, would be over $2,000, maybe $2,100 or $2,200 a week.
We were so happy,
and we were like, jumping up and down, cheering. If I had a $2,000 a week now, I think I'd shoot myself.
Yeah, I'd be pretty worried because we're averaging right now about $6,200 a week.
Yeah,
that's what we're averaging weekly. So again, My laundromat is not your laundromat or anybody else's, and these are our numbers. But we just wanted to show you because we can't do the collections that you want anymore. We're not collecting. We're not running the coins through the coin counter anymore.
I don't have to. That's what Dexter Live does for you.
Yeah. We just pull them out, throw them back into the change machine. Yeah. That's all we do. Nothing else. The only thing we do count is soap.
Yeah, I have to count soap because soap takes quarters, nickels, and dimes. Yeah. So I have to sort those through. Yeah. And our big 90-pound machine, I will say this also, I watch out for this just as I'm pouring it in, takes dollar coins. Mm-hmm. So if every now and then I pull one out and kind of keep it as a souvenir.
So that's it. That's our numbers. So so we want to share with you some exciting things. So if you've been with us for a while, you may have watched the video of all the things that we were embarrassed about our laundromat. And everything pretty much had been cleared up with the retool, except for one thing.
One major thing that was really embarrassing.
And we still were and it took us almost a year to get it done, to get it accomplished. And so here it is.
As you can see, we have a new parking lot. Mm-hmm. It is flat and beautiful and has stripes and
a speed bump.
And now if you're not parked right against the building, you can park in one of our other rows and it doesn't look like you just abandoned your car in the middle of the parking lot. And the curb is painted yellow, so like most businesses have that. We have a handicap spot now. We have a handicap spot at the end of the building, and it gives you, if you've ever sold your house, it gives you what they call curb appeal. People knew they could park in our parking lot before and do their laundry. That wasn't the issue. It just didn't look good. Now it looks professional, looks good, and makes your business look legitimate.
Yeah, I feel like we're a real laundromat now. Mm-hmm. I honestly feel like it took getting a parking lot to get to make us feel legitimate. Yeah, so we're pretty excited. We just wanted to let everybody know that we got the last of our embarrassments cleared up, and we're laundromat owners.
Yeah, we're real laundromat owners. We did it.
We did it.
So
we do have more videos coming out, and just bear with us. Let us get through Christmas, and we got some more. We got some stuff coming that we're excited about doing, and so if we don't get to see you by the end of the year, Merry Christmas,
Happy Hanukkah,
and
Happy Kwanzaa or Happy Holidays for Festivus. Whatever you celebrate.
And Happy Holidays. And Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.